Muy buenos días, gracias por estar con nosotros en este su programa Café con Leche, la voz de los latinos en América. Estamos transmitiendo desde Hermosa 1470 AM, 96.9 FM. Les habla Lilia Galindo, me acompaña Michael Dutton y el día de hoy tenemos a la doctora Catherine Pourdavoud. Ella es una pediatra de Kaiser Permanente. Doctor, good morning, how are you?
Good morning, buenos días.
Buenos
I'm very
días.
well. How are you?
Doctor, tell us your name. You pronounce it better than us.
Oh, you did a great, Catherine Pourdavoud.
Pourdavoud. Perfecto, ok. Bueno, vamos a empezar. Michael, if you want to start with the first question.
Well, yeah. First of all, buenos dias. Good morning. How you doing?
Very well. Thank you for having me on the show again.
Good.
It's so nice to see you both.
Doctor, as a pediatrician at Kaiser in the Antelope Valley, can you share with us some of the most important common health concerns that you see among teenagers in our community?
Sure. And pediatrician, I treat babies and teenagers, so ages 0 to 18. And amongst teenagers, we see a lot of common conditions. I would say probably the top three that I've been seeing in the pandemic are probably anxiety, depression, and obesity or overweight teenagers.
Mm. And you say that's been exacerbated by the COVID pandemic?
Absolutely.
Bueno, la pregunta para la doctora fue, como pediatra de Kaiser Permanente Antelope Valley, ¿puede compartir con nosotros, con nuestros oyentes, algunas de las preocupaciones de salud más comunes que observa entre los adolescentes de nuestra comunidad? Dice, sí, mi función como pediatra es atender a bebés hasta los teenagers, hasta que cumplen los 18 años. Y los problemas que me he dado cuenta ahora que son más frecuentes son la ansiedad, la depresión y la obesidad. Y Michael le preguntó, ¿se debe esto al problema del COVID? Dice, sí, son como efectos del COVID. Okay, well, you already talked about the childhood obesity. Can you provide some practical advice for parents and teenagers on how to establish and maintain healthy eating habits at home and at school?
Absolutely. So one of the biggest things that we counsel parents and teenagers on in the office, and also as far as childhood obesity goes, 5-2-1-0 mnemonic, and I'll kind of go over that one by one. So the 5 refers to 5 fruits and vegetables in a day.
But no 4 fruits and 1 vegetable, huh?
And so okay. I obviously good mixture of it, but there's a lot of good data saying that we can prevent and also reverse a lot of the effects of childhood obesity by trying to get more vegetables in our diet, especially above that number 3 for some reason. So if we can get 4 or 5 in our diet.
Okay.
Now, is that just vegetables, that fruit and vegetables?
Fruit and vegetables.
Together.
So a lot of kids will like more than the vegetables, but we want to try to get more vegetables in too. But it counts for.
Now, sometimes I go to Vallarta and I can get, they have these drinks that they make with fruit and vegetable. Are those good things to consume?
I haven't tried one of those drinks. It just depends on how, added sugar like that. If it's, vegetables and, water or base or, even like sparkling water or something like that, then probably it's a good option. It's better than nothing. But if they're adding, 2 tablespoons of sugar and
no, there's nothing. It's just pure whatever you choose to put in there. The base being apple juice or celery juice, and then you add on various fruits, or sometimes you throw in some spinach and a little pineapple, depending upon how you want it to taste. But there are no additives in it.
No, very good.
Gotcha. I think if there's no then obviously we want to try the whole fruits and vegetables as well. But it's if you're having it, a couple times a week, that sounds like a healthy option.
Bueno, una de las recomendaciones que la doctora nos da para todos los jóvenes y los padres que nos escuchan, los jóvenes deben y toda la familia debería de consumir entre cinco frutas y verduras, 5 frutas y vegetales. Es un consumo de todos los días que va a hacer que uno pueda reducir el peso y no comer tantas cosas que no deben. Okay, doctor, now you can continue.
Okay, yes, and I've got smaller bites to isolate them all. Number 2, and we can go into it a little bit further later, but in that mnemonic refers to no more than 2 hours of screen time a day, which I know is really hard for a lot of our teenagers. It refers to screen time.
Okay, hay que reducir el uso de las computadoras. Hoy se nos cortó. El uso de las computadoras o de los celulares para los niños, estamos hablando para los niños, las computadoras, los celulares, las tabletas, a no más de 2 horas. Okay, doctor, you can continue now.
And then the one, trying to get 1 hour of exercise a day, so physical activity, getting your body moving. That's what our teenagers are talking about today on the show.
Y la última recomendación, ya hablamos de 5, 2 y 1. Y la última es 1 hora que tienen que hacer ejercicio todos los días por 1 hora. Así es que esta es la manera de controlar la obesidad. Okay, doctor, you can continue now.
And then the last one, 0, which is the hard one, is 0 sugary or processed beverages, that includes soda, juices, and other active
sodas,
beverages. So ideally, we don't want kids any of those, but in reality, we know kids will be kids, and those are offered at parties and special events, things like that. And so I'll modify that a little bit in my practice and say, if it's a special birthday party or a special dinner, etc., then maybe it's but it really the occurrence that a child soda or even drinking, that gave.
La última recomendación es cero consumo de azúcares y bebidas procesadas como las sodas, los jugos y todo lo que tenga azúcar. Y se pueden ustedes hacer algunas excepciones cuando está, por ejemplo, celebrando el cumpleaños del hijo o la hija, pues les puede dar ese día. Pero dice, este es el más difícil y seguramente el que trae mejores resultados. I think this is the most difficult, but you can get better results with not consuming any sugars, right?
Don't drink any calories. Yeah.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. Go ahead, doctor.
Yeah, it's absolutely the most challenging, the biggest results, especially at Kaiser Permanente, with kids making just few modifications of kids can get to much healthier weights. We have a healthy lifestyle program at Kaiser. Different clinics have different programs. We have one of our pediatricians here that specializes in and she really focuses on that and monitors teenagers' weights, but we see a lot of progress with just small changes.
Okay. This is why with the fentanyl, we have a big problem because the children spend a lot of time in the computer, in the social media, don't exercise, are eating, and you have depressed children, no? Because I believe so. Okay, let's continue with the other question, please.
Now, sleep is very important, and it's actually critical for young people as they grow and develop. Do you have any suggestions or important information that we can pass on to parents and kids about their sleep hygiene and their habits? Because I know that there's a bit of a challenge for teenagers, particularly the junior and senior year. Do you have any advice or suggestions for them, for anybody actually, but
Yeah,
particularly
sure.
teenagers.
Sleep is so important, especially in them in teenage years where the brain
Yeah.
they're building all of neurological connections and the rest is especially important, but it is so challenging because of all the homework, the demands of sports, demands of life for the teenagers, their social lives, their social media, all of that. So our recommendations are for teenagers to get between 8 sleep a night, which I know is very hard.
Yeah.
8 horas. 8 horas. Bueno, estamos hablando ahora, la pregunta que le hizo Michael dijo, el sueño es crucial para el bienestar general de los adolescentes. ¿Nos puede hablar sobre la importancia de una higiene adecuada del sueño y brindar algunos consejos para que los padres y los adolescentes se aseguren de que descansen lo suficiente? Dice, bueno, indiscutiblemente las horas de dormir son muy, muy importantes para la salud mental y física y hay que cuidar de ellas. Y yo sé que es muy difícil porque los jóvenes quieren continuar viendo la televisión o tienen que hacer tareas, etcétera, etcétera. Pero es necesario que al menos tengan 8 horas para dormir para recuperarse para recuperar su cuerpo. Doctor, we are going to take a break and we will be back, okay?
Okay, thank you.